I'm the former rank 1 Ahri on NA, and today I'm going to be playing a game in Emerald Elo to teach you how to carry. The idea behind this is going to be showing you how to create advantages in lane and then leverage those advantages into actually carrying games. Because I find a lot of people at this level, they know how to win lane. They're pretty good at laning, but they don't know how to translate that into an actual advantage. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that. In case you're wondering who I am Ahri. I was formerly the rank 1 Ahri on NA. I've been Challenger every single season since Season 4 on EU West, on NA, and on Korea. And I have been a professional coach for about 6 years, coaching all the way from Iron to pro players. So, let's get into it, shall we? If you do enjoy the content, by the way, or you have questions, join the Discord. We have people talking about Ahri builds in there, and love to see you there. I'm also giving away a coaching session. If you are Iron, join the Discord. There's going to be a link to that as well. Just because I want to coach someone on stream who's Iron. I think a lot of my audience are around the Platinum and below area, so I think coaching an Iron player might be interesting. If you aren't Iron, that's okay. I'll be coaching Gold players later as well. But yeah, name of the game here. I'm going to be trying to aggressively trade with the Lysandra to show you how to do it, to show you how to space properly, and then try to explain it. And then I'm going to show you how to consistently push the wave to generate advantages on the map. That's going to be the name of the game. So I'm going to start W here. And I'm going to space on the side of the wave because I don't want to let the Lysandra get push on the wave. I'm going to slowly approach her here and space back and forth. Wait for a window where she has the last hit. And then I'm going to try to slap her. And then back off. And then we just wait. Notice how I'm running away from her because I'm on cooldown. So I don't want to get slapped. And I'm going to space away from my minions again. This will happen very frequently when you play against Lysandra. She just wasted a cooldown. So I do not want to let her get any minions. And I do not want to let her access the wave because she is on cooldown. That sucks. We're taking an equal trade here. I just misspaced, so it goes, right? She lost minions for that. She bled 1 minion, so I have a 1 minion advantage now. Spacing backwards. We have level 2. I'm going to do a point in Q. I don't like doing E against Lysandra. I want to try to snipe her with Qs from range, ideally. But also just using my Q to generate push is good enough. Yeah, she Qs. That means she has no spells, so I can walk up and trade with her. I'm standing very aggressively forward and playing away from my minions because Lysandra has to harass me through minions. She has no other option. Q her and then run away. I do want to ward bot side here just to make sure I'm not going to get ganked by the Pantheon. I did end up getting tanking a Lysandra Q to the forehead, which is not nice. She's running teleport. I'm doing double points in Q. I generally speaking really like that in ranged matchups. It allows you to generate push. Lysandra wasted her cooldown, so I'm going to walk up, slap her. Proc my electrocute and then walk back and now wait. We've taken both of her potions already at minute 2. And then Q the wave to just keep the wave pushed. 2 Qs is going to be enough to kill it. Again, hug very heavily towards the bot side because that's where I have my ward. Continue to watch the minimap while pushing the wave. Try to slap her with some Qs as well. She's getting very close to one-shottable. I had to use my W there to get the minions, unfortunately. I think Q flash kills her. She flashes, so we trade flashes. That's okay with me. That makes it a bit more dangerous for me now, considering I don't have my flash up, of course. But I'm just going to shove this wave and then probably going to take my base because she's going to take her base. So we've traded flashes and we're going to generate a bit of a CS advantage, which is pretty good for early game. That's what you're trying to do. That sucks that minion didn't die. I kind of angled that Q very poorly. But she's going to bleed a few minions here and I'm just going to take my base. I'm going to get a superior base to her as well, obviously, because I am basing later than her, meaning that I'll have more gold when I get back. Sapphire Crystal and Amp Tome. I want to rush Lost Chapter. You always want to buy Sapphire Crystal because usually the reason you end up in an awkward spot in the lane and the thing that's gatekeeping you is mana. It's usually not ability power. Mana is what causes you to get into an awkward spot. I know the Pantheon is topside, so I'm hovering bot side very heavily, trying to snipe the Lysandra with Qs. She does beat me in straight up trades now if I get hit by all of her spells. So I do want to try to just play from range a little bit. She's going to probably Q this minion, so I'm going to Q her as a response, and just keep hugging the bot side knowing that Pantheon is on the top side. The problem being is Lysandra can very easily set up ganks, which can get quite scary for me if she has her E available, so we need to be a little bit aware of that as well. Probably just shove out this wave and leave actually, because her E should be coming up now, and Pantheon is probably done with his top scuttle, and then we'll just wait here. I want to see her waste her E before I do anything. Maybe there's a world where I can roam bot lane here. Very, very unlikely. Slap her a little bit over the wall as well. Somehow my Q missed. That kind of sucks. I am gonna play very, very patiently here. Because I do not see Pantheon and I am no flash. So we're just gonna wait. I know he's on a timer where he can gank. This is one of those key moments where you just have to understand jungle timers and how easily you can die. I still don't see Pantheon. Now we could imagine that he might have taken a base, but it still feels very risky to walk up and try to generate lane advantage when I could just patiently wait until I get more information. I'm not bleeding minions anyway. She wastes her E. Signifies to me there is not a Pantheon nearby, like at all. I'm very much considering to commit to her here. That's shocking. Well, you get level 6 here, so it's okay. I'm shocked that she would waste E when Pantheon was nearby, by the way. I'm very tempted to ult here to try to take her ult. That's fine by me. Should make it a bit more scary for her, plus she's out of mana as well. So we'll trade ults here. That's okay by me. Cancel her base. Keep making her bleed. Gonna push this wave out as well. It does mean that my roaming ability is worse, but it's a lot harder for her to set up ganks now, so I can play the isolated 1v1 a lot more easily. She is diveable as well here if my Lee Sin wants to dive her. I might be able to catch her with a charm at max range. But no electrocute proc available, sadly. Very much so sucks that my Lee Sin does not want to try to kill her. But it looks like she's just going to be greedy and then die. That's awesome. Pantheon can come mid lane from bot side, I would imagine. I think take this plate and then base, hover the top side, assuming that so we ran top lane to die instead. Yes, yes, yes. That is awesome. I would have hated it if you came mid lane. That would have sucked. Would have been awful. I want to kill this entire wave and then leave. I can charm this. That's okay because I'm going to be taking my base anyway. So we've generated a 15 CS advantage. We've gotten a plate and we've gotten a solo kill in a counter matchup. Awesome. Lost chapter. We're going to run Malignance this game. Blackfire Torch is not bad. Am I going to front to back? Yeah, I probably am actually. Okay, let's run Blackfire Torch then. I'm missing a lot of minions now because I didn't make a decision. The reason for the Blackfire Torch is the enemy team composition is looking very tanky, and I don't think I have any flanks, realistically speaking, because they have a Lissandra. Like, who are my targets in fights, right? Kai'Sa, well, she has a lot of mobilities and ways of dodging me, and I can get Lissandra ulted if I jump in. Lissandra, well, she has her ult, right? So she's not going to be my target, and no one else can realistically be my target. Like, everyone has tools to avoid me killing them, or they're just tanky naturally. So, I think Blackfire Torch makes a lot of sense. I'm just going to continue pushing mid lane here. Lissandra roam bot lane. That's fine by me. She's getting nothing. My teammates got out. So, that's awesome. I'll take plates mid lane. That's going to force the Pantheon to come mid lane as well. Kai'Sa now comes mid lane. Means Rel is probably coming mid lane as well. So, let's be a little bit patient here. Go ward the bot side here. Let the wave come into me. Pantheon is more than likely doing grubs. But he might be trapping waiting for me, in which case I can lose my ult. The Rel is not walking up. Leads me to believe that there's no real threat. W max second. So they're going to take grubs here, for sure. They don't have that scary of a side lane, so I think it's okay. I'm just going to keep pushing out mid lane. Rel is probably running top as well. She's probably helping with the grubs, but my Lee Sin probably wants to contest, and we generated push, so I'm going to move over. Yeah, there she is. Chunk her out, then move up. Maybe I can kill the Pantheon. Is he going to flash? I just want an assist if I'm... What are you doing, man? Okay, it works. Did you flash? Oh my god, you flashed nothing. Okay, Lissandra's there. We need to run. She has flash. Yeah, she flashes. Not a lot I can do. I'll try to kill her, but I don't have damage. I might need to flash here. I think I'm okay. Play it slow. Be patient. Walk with W. Look for an angle. She flashed, I guess. Run back to mid lane. Pantheon has ult as well. Ilaoi is bot side. Lissandra is still mid lane. Pantheon has ult. Did we get a That sucks. I can insta-charm him. And then just run. The beautiful part about Ahri against any sort of champion that jumps on you, you can just instantly charm them out of their jump. If you anticipated. That was not a reaction, in case you're wondering. I'm not, like, superhuman. I just anticipated that he would instantly jump on me. And if he didn't instantly jump on me, well, then I would be landing my charm, and I could probably get distance on him. Gonna take my base here. My bot lane should be driving an advantage off of that, because they had numbers down there for quite a while. Teleport mid lane does not sound terrible, because Pantheon is probably running straight back to Grub, so like if we're honest. So we're gonna run this fight back. Ilaoi is running up through the river, so I actually don't think I can do anything. I think I just have to be patient. Okay, we see Ilaoi now. I do want to slap the Lissandra. I do have item advantage as well, so I should be in a pretty good spot. This build also gets tanky, in case you're wondering. I don't like what my Lee Sin is doing. He is just constantly fighting. Can I Charm Flash and then you live? Oh my days, never mind, my Lee Sin is the best to ever do it. Okay, Charm Flash to make him live. Okay, how do we snowball this game? Because we're winning mid lane, right? But most people can, not most people, but you can get to this position where you have permanent priority in mid lane. It doesn't have to look exactly like this, but usually you can get to a position where you can just push mid lane and have no worries when you're playing Ahri. The question is, how do I leverage this permanent push into an actual advantage for my team that snowballs the game? Lissandra is TPing here, so I'm just going to charm her. Never mind. I am not. I do just want to keep pushing the waves with my Q. And then probably go for a ward here. A base looks pretty good here because we might want to play Drake. And I have 1,000 gold in base and I haven't bought my boots yet. I'd really love to have boots. Merc Treads sound awesome this game. So I'm going to go that just because of Lissandra. Lissandra, point and click CC. Pantheon, point and click CC. Rel has a lot of CC. Kai'Sa does magic damage when she specs into AP. Next item is going to be Cosmic Drive. If you're building Blackfire Torch, you're basically always going Cosmic Drive second. Basically. We see the Lissandra. She's probably running top lane. Can I protect the dive? Realistically speaking, not. So we clear this ward. Maybe I can get vision for my Renekton, but protecting this dive is going to be hard. Yeah, he is just dead. Nothing I can do. Mostly because I can't know if Pantheon is there. Like, I can't know if Pantheon and Lissandra are trapping me. And if they are and I face check into them, I'm just dead and I'm giving over a massive bounty. Now, Pantheon ends up, he was bot lane, but I can't know where he is. He could just as easily be sitting up here. So instead, I'll sit mid lane, slap the tower, assume that Lissandra used her ult, and try to get some advantage in the isolated 1v1. Just by spamming Qs. And we should be breaking this tower pretty soon. I mean, I can keep driving advantage in 1v1. The further ahead I get in the 1v1, the more of a likelihood it is that Lissandra is never going to get to play the game again. She's going to want to Q this. That hits! Like, I'm shocked that it hit the wave. That's crazy. Problem is she can get a roam timer off now or a base timer. I want to shove out one more wave. Okay, I could ult here to try to just take her ult straight up. The problem being is I'm actually almost level 11, so I kind of want to wait for that because then my ult has a considerably lower cooldown. I also don't have Malignance, so trading ults feels a bit worse. I have level 11 now. I'm very tempted to just ult. Okay, she backs off. She loses minions. That's fine. Let's go to the bot side. We want to secure the Drake here. Now, it is not my job to deal damage to Dragon. It's very important you understand this as an Ahri player. It's not your job to deal damage to objectives. It's just not. It's your job to make it annoying to contest. Is she going to chase this? We could fight it, but I could also just run mid lane and keep grabbing the wave. Which is what I think I'm going to do here. Keep playing consistently. Play 10 CS per minute and push your lane, and it will be all good. Top lane is going to die again. Not a lot we can do about that, I'm afraid. Because Lissandra is going to run up there too. How low is the tower? Half health. I don't make it up here in time regardless, so we'll just stay mid lane. Hopefully Lissandra is overcommitting and running top, and I can take a mid tower. Looks like she's not. That feels pretty bad, because I would have loved to slap that tower. Slap the tower here. They get first tower. Unfortunate. Okay, I've been ulted. Is she not just dead? Yes, she is. I don't even have to hit my charm. I can just keep chasing her. Redirect the Q with my ult. Very, very important skill to have on Ahri. That's the only reason I got that kill, in case you're wondering. If I did not redirect my Q with my ult there, I would not have killed her. So we have a very, very explosive game here where both top sides are left on the weak side and we have a lane swap. So my Renekton is going to be useless and the enemy Ilaoi is not going to be useless because she got quite the advantage in the isolated 1v1. So she's going to be useful, but the enemy bot lane is kind of getting Actually, they're getting advantage as well. We have a game on our hands for the mid game here, that's for sure. So how are we going to navigate this? Cosmic Drive actually also makes you pretty tanky when you're playing this build, which is awesome. Because it allows you to play more for a frontline role. Like to poke the enemy Kai'Sa here a bit. Ow. This is warded. I would love to clear the ward. So how are we going to navigate this? Because, I mean, they're obviously running top lane. Obviously. We can push out mid lane and then try to catch the enemy team as they rotate back to mid lane. I think that makes a lot of sense. Like, we can just take this tower and then I'll sit down here and try to stop the enemy team from coming back into mid lane. They might send Lissandra, but I feel like it should be okay if my bot lane is fighting that. So right now, I'm just trying to stop the enemy team from getting back to mid lane and protecting this tier 2. I actually don't mind ulting here. Now, the problem being is we might bleed a tier 2 top lane ourselves. So I think I have to run up and defend this. I don't like you TPing for that if I'm like super honest. That feels very bad. I will just run back to mid lane and slap the tower then. I don't like my Renekton TPing there, but we can get a tower mid lane here. Maybe I can save my Ezreal. But I would much rather just take a guaranteed tower. This fight is also moving away from me, so it's very unlikely that I'll make it there in time anyway. Because they're running up and I'm mid lane, right? So, take the mid lane tower. We're going to run bot lane. Very unlikely that I'll actually be able to do anything on this Herald situation because my bot lane has died. So let's just run bot lane and try to apply some pressure down here instead. I actually do wonder if we can defend mid lane as well. I think my Ezreal Yuumi will be up in time to defend it. So let's run bot lane here, apply some pressure, try to drag someone bot lane from the enemy team, then take our base here, and then we have our item, and then maybe someone comes down here to try to... Oh, we could try to just slap her a bit. They're probably playing Herald, judging by the fact that... Can I defend you? Yes, I mean I hit it, but is it enough? Not at all. Awesome. I think I can just run. I think I should be okay without ulting. I can try to ult her. Yeah, she just kind of killed herself. Nice. 1 for 1. That's okay by me. I have no intention of like trying to kill him here. Oh, maybe I do actually. If he wastes his E like that, then I don't mind committing. Okay, let's instantly take stock of the map. 3 people mid. That means I can pretty safely slap this tower without really being worried about anyone coming down here. So let me just slap this tower. Despite the fact that I'm completely out of mana, I should be basing, I have low health, I have a ton of gold. Well, if no one can be down here, then I might as well just slap the tower. Now, my concern is that Lissandra has teleport, so I should probably take my base here. Otherwise, if she didn't have teleport, I'd probably fully go for the tower. I understand. Brother, I know that this is happening. But they have a Pantheon with ult. And they have a Lissandra with teleport. So I'm not going to commit to that play. Could teleport mid lane here to try to grab control. I could also just run mid lane. I don't have my ult available, so I don't think I'm going to be necessarily very useful in the immediate fight. So I'm just going to run mid lane. I'm just going to go death cap as well. Third. Gives me a ton of damage. You could run Liandry's as well. It's not bad. That's great for DPS, but I think I am quite snowballed at this point, so going death cap is not bad either. Okay, they're just gonna be playing Herald. Can you leave me? That would be awesome. I'll just run bot lane then. Okay, looks like my Yuumi does not want to leave me. That kind of sucks. I would have loved for her to just not soak all my XP as I go side laning here. Okay, push out bot lane. She will yoink my XP. That kind of sucks, but so it goes. Gonna push out another bot wave and then look to take control over the enemy bot side jungle here. Maybe I need to teleport mid lane as well here. But I would love to push out one more wave just because that's going to force someone to come bot lane and defend this. And then I can try to leverage that into a numbers advantage fight on the mid lane. So I'm going to run mid lane here. And I'm going to see if I can find someone. This is warded. That's fine. We have a pink. I can try to catch someone. Maybe we can catch this. This looks very, very killable. I missed the charm. But as long as I dodge that, I think it's okay. I think she dies anyway. I deal a ton of damage. Didn't hit. She's not going to take that, is she? She is. I mean, I am DPSing pretty heavily here. Oh, I let my ult run out. That sucks. That's crazy, is it not? She's just okay. Yeah, I have nothing. Q. Oh, barely doesn't clip. Charm. Hits. She should die as well. I'm missing a lot of spells in these fights, I'm not gonna lie to you. He dies too. Okay, who's available? So instantly when the fight is over, you take stock. Who's up? Who's dead? What can I do? And I think the answer is sadly going to be just to take my base because the Ilaoi is almost coming up. So let's just take my base. I have teleport available. We're probably going to be playing Drake. I like the idea of just teleporting bot lane here, applying a ton of pressure, shoving out these waves, and then taking control over the enemy bot side and not letting them regain space to try to contest the Drake. This play is only good because I can create picks very easily in the enemy jungle. So we're going to push this out, and then I'm just going to walk in here, sweep this, and make it very annoying for the enemy team to try to take space. So that's warded. I do want to chunk her out. Unfortunately, I missed every single spell. But my job, like I said, it is not to try to DPS the Drake. It is to just be annoying to the enemy team if they try to contest. So I'll sit here. And 2 people are bot lane. Ilaoi and Lissandra. Now, this was warded. I'm assuming it was a pink. Yes, it was. Enemy team can send a lot of people bot lane here, so we need to be very, very careful. I see most people on the map, though, so I feel pretty safe just shoving this out. Looks like there's going to be a fight up here, so let's just run up here with W. If she ults, then it's good. Maybe I can catch someone. I am dealing DPS here for sure. Look for Kai'Sa. Can I get a reset? That would be sweet. Nope, apparently not. Just 1 reset would be amazing, bro. I didn't get the reset on Ilaoi. Oh, you killed him too quickly, man. He dies as well. Okay, nice. She lives. I don't think a lot we can do about that, so let's run bot lane. There's no mid lane tier 2, and I can't kill the Kai'Sa, so again, take stock of the map. Okay, we can get a bot lane tier 2 here because the Kai'Sa has the base and there's no one else available. So let's run bot lane, take this tower. I lost track of my ult there, I will admit. I thought I had an extra ult stack. So I thought I would be able to get a kill there, but I just straight up couldn't. Shove out this wave, take my base. Someone's going to have to come down here and defend it. That means we get more time on the top side here. What am I building? Probably Void Staff. Void Staff makes a lot of sense. Enemy team is starting to get a lot of magic resist. Magi's would be insane. It's so easy for me to die this game. So easy for me to die. So I'm not going to run Magi's. I'm just going to go Void Staff and then open through top. The reason for Void Staff instead of Crypt Bloom is Void Staff gives you more damage. Crypt Bloom just gives you haste. So if you don't have haste, it's quite nice to build Crypt Bloom. But if you have haste and you just need flat damage against targets with magic resist, Void Staff is a lot better. I want to chunk you out. You are dodging all of my charms. I can't lie. Well, I'm throwing them in a straight line, but I am anticipating her to not have vision and just walk in a straight line. She is not doing that. I have my ult here, and I have level 16, so I feel pretty comfortable just stepping up. And if Pantheon commits mid lane with an ult, that's fine. I'll just ult away. That's okay. We got the Atakan. Enemy team is sending 3 people top. They have Alessandra bot lane. Well, that means no one is defending mid lane except for the Pantheon, so let me just walk mid lane. You need to generate an advantage up here with the amount of people you just sent there. Otherwise, you're bleeding resources mid for no reason. Now, they're going to come mid lane. I have no doubts. They're going to come mid lane here. So I need to back off and probably exit into bot side. Sweep this area just to make sure that I'm safe. Okay, so they have no vision. So we can try to set up a pick here. So Rel is likely going to come into this area. But I did some poor pathing. I would have loved to sit in this bush and try to hit the Rel as she comes to take vision. Oh, that sucks. That she barely sees me. That feels bad. Feels very bad. I have Void Staff in base, though. So I should probably look to base. I could, again, get committed. Like, they can commit on me very easily here. The problem for them is just I have ult. So, like, the commit is not really worth it. And I'm level 16, right? Looks like Ilaoi is going to commit to pushing side lane. So we'll pick up a Void Stick. Probably grab an Elixir as well. Because realistically speaking, I'm not going to get to a 6th item. The game is probably going to end beforehand. I do want to push out mid lane and try to leverage that into some top side pressure. Because we do want to break this top lane tier 1. I could ult on mid lane here and just trade ults with Alessandra. She probably dies anyway. Oh, you went in? That's crazy, is it not? You're not just dead? That sucks. Hourglass. And flash. I'm just dead. There's no reason for me to flash. That feels terrible. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, Hourglass and flash. That sucks. That just feels awful. Yeah, it might be lost here. I could have maybe played it a bit cleaner. That just feels really bad. You should not play this fight if you can get away with not doing it. I got double TP'd on as well. Or I got TP'd on as well. That is very unlucky. If I kill the Lysandra there, it's awesome. Like, realistically speaking. You just have to... Do you have flash? You don't. Okay, so Ezreal dies as well. My Renekton just needs to get out. Can they end here? Is this how the game ends? You just kill yourselves while I'm dead? Wait, they end. Yeah, they can end. That's insane. This is how it ends? Oh, maybe I can defend it. I think they should push for it, though. Oh my god, this is how it's gonna end? Like, they just threw the entire game for fun? Or what? Okay, I need to kill you. And I need to kill you. And I need to kill you. Okay, so we defended. That should be a Baron, you would hope. Medjai's here makes sense to me, but I think just go run Baron. Oh my god, dude, this game is... For absolutely no reason, it is insanely hard. I think my bot lane is useless, my jungle is useless. Look at how little CS people have in this game. Because they're not collecting wave. I understand, brother, but we need to get mid waves. I understand we want to do Baron, but we need to get the mid wave first. Always get the mid wave first. Okay. In this situation, because no one is realistically going to contest it and we don't have DPS, I should help on the Baron. But usually, I don't want to be helping the Baron. Because I don't offer a lot of DPS, right? Yeah, Cloud Drake is probably gone, I would have to imagine. I have TP if we want to fight it. Banshee sounds not bad, but I think just run Medjai's. And then open through mid lane. Okay, Yuumi wants a ride, that's fine. I mean, realistically speaking, I am 10 times more useful than any champion in the game, regardless. I can play front to back as well. Kai'Sa has started to spec into AP too. We want to clear some vision on the side here, so we can potentially look for a fight on mid wave. So they have a ward here. Want to clear that. We do just want to continue pressuring mid lane. We have Baron. I mean, the problem is we want top lane tower really badly. And someone is top lane here. We just saw someone take a Scryer's Bloom, so let's run up there and see if we can murder her. She's gonna back off for sure. But maybe I can catch her here. Now, if I'm getting trapped here, that feels terrible. Are you in the bush? You are. Okay, so you can die. Do I need to ult? Realistically speaking, not. So I just won't. Okay, she dies. Now let's look for mid lane. Yeah, I mean, yin and yang, right? The enemy top laner kills themselves, and my mid laner or my top laner has to kill himself on the mid wave. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? Why would you want it any other way? Clear this vision for me, please. No, I will just go clear it. I need to go help on the mid wave situation anyway. We're playing top lane. I want to push out mid lane and then ideally look to take control over the enemy topside jungle, but looks like my Lee Sin has absolutely no intention of doing that. He wants to farm the enemy red buff instead, which feels pretty bad. I would like to take control over this area and then try to see if we can take this top lane tier 2, but nah, we want this enemy red buff, so we'll be doing that. I don't mind committing an ult here. If I found her, it would have been awesome. I didn't, so that sucks. But if I did, it's game winning. And if I don't, well, oh no, 50-second cooldown ult. I think I'll be fine. Let me take my base. Sell Medjai's. Do I have Banshees? How much is Banshees? I do. I think Banshees is pretty good. It's a lot of magic damage. Hourglass is not bad either. But I think Banshees is better. Hourglass is not bad in the sense that I can just full send it and then Hourglass and just be okay and try to see if I can find someone. The problem is, like I said at the start of the video, right? Who's my target going to be? Hourglass, tanks, right? Like, I have to probably front to back. Again, we probably want to just keep trying to pick the enemy top laner. She seems to be in a griefing mood. But if the enemy team tries to step up here as well, we can look for a pick here too. It's very aggressive by my AD carry, but he is trying to bait, so I don't mind it. I don't mind committing an ult here. Catching just anyone is worthwhile. So ulting to kill anyone is fine. This guy can die quite easily. CC him to death. Nice. She went in, so we can catch her too. She's gonna have to ult. Insta charm. Time that perfectly. Maybe I can even look for the Kai'Sa. Maybe flash. To redirect. And then we kill her as well. We kill the Pantheon. Do we kill anyone? Okay, we kill everyone, and that should be the game. That should be the game. Wow. What a game. What a nail biter. 100 CS advantage on everyone else in the game. That's the reason we won, because I had 6 items and everyone else in the game had 4. Like, that's why we won. That's why CSing is so important. And then recognizing that just blowing your ult and being around mid lane to catch random inters, it works so well late game. If you can deny vision and just sit around mid lane, someone is always going to run through mid lane and be like, I need to go face check to take some vision. Or, oh, I need to walk up to get this wave. Oh no, you've been caught and you're dead. Look at the damage on my team. Yeah, bro, we were playing League of Legends for sure. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, check out the Discord and subscribe. Have a good one. See ya. Bye, 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 bye.